and do the damn thing. And now I come here just to test, and it's got me all unready. Shit and balls. Okay, greetings all Capricorn. I'm here to do your complete seasonal reading. Okay, and just to clarify, I am doing the readings as in regards to true sidereal astrology, so it's not the Western astrology. So if you're born on the 5th of January, you are not a Capricorn, you are a Sagittarius. Okay, the dates for Capricorn is from February the 13th, so from January the 20th to February the 13th. Okay, so I might actually have to do a reading to let you all know, because I'm doing them quite sporadically. Let you all know the dates for the true sidereal, so you won't think that. But true say, if you're manifesting through the energy of the Western tropical, it may still resonate with you. Okay, because you're co-creator, you have power. So if you set your attention into something, and that it will work out for you, it will resonate with you. Ready? Okay, so the complete seasonal reading is going to look at 11 facets of your life, and then give you a card or a message to help you usher in the new season. And in the northern hemisphere, the new season is coming, is summer solstice on it begins on June the 20th or 21st, and then we have the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so the first card is going to be for your spirit, second for yourself physically, third for your emotion, fourth for what you need to create, fifth for your family foundation, sixth for what you need to change, seventh for your love, eighth for what you need to reflect on, ninth for business, 10th for what you need to release, and 11th for what you need to balance. Okay, and your overall message is the Empress. I love the Empress card. I love seeing her come in any reading. For whatever the reason, she's always on par. Okay, so the Empress is a major arcana, and the major arcana stands for major life events that is governed by the universe. So it's not necessarily one of those free will cards. You know, it's not something that you can. Basically, the energies around the universe, the infinite one, has conspired for this energy to be around you right now. And the Empress represents abundance, you know, fertility. And fertility doesn't just mean you growing something in your belly. Like, you don't have to be a woman. It could be you just coming into growing new ideas, growing new ways of being. Okay, and very nurturing energy. It's a receptive energy. It's a feminine energy. Okay, and of course, you know that you can be masculine and still encompass the feminine energy. Capricorns, the earth signs generally are receptive energies. Okay, so yeah, bringing in your abundance, knowing your abundance, working with your Venus side, love, pleasures, you know, what you value, bliss, harmony, food, and yes, loving children, and just being on your throne, knowing your worth, knowing your power, and building. Okay, creating, at most creating. Okay, good luck. Let's continue on. So for your spirit message, you have the 7 of Cups. Okay, spiritually, you got your emotions like in a bit of an uproar, where you are seeing many ways to go about things, but you're not entirely sure which way to go. You want to make the right decision, how to move forwards in your spiritual growth, but you're not sure. Yeah, there's a thing where I'm feeling like there's many spiritual paths you can take, you know, but which way is right for you is where you're a bit stuck. You see many different options. Take your time. Don't rush into anything. Don't feel like you have to align yourself to anything. Take your time and tune into your highest guides. Research these things if you're wanting to go on a more logical route. Research what is in front of you. Does it resonate with you? Okay, Do the logical, but also remember to balance by doing the heart, the feelings, the spirit, the non-tangible as well. I mean, logic is also non-tangible, but I mean, like, if you're wanting to, be book smart about it, look into this thing and see whether this seems like it's true to you or not. What you need to do is there, as you're reading, as you're taking in this knowledge, this guidance, or as you're taking in knowledge, see how it feels. Does it resonate? Does it connect with any other some things that you have already been through? Okay. Yes, there are many different sects, but know that universal law encompasses all. So maybe you don't have to go into any kind of I would advise that you don't go into any kind of sect, any kind of religion, or even spiritual groups. Spirit is everything, and everything is spirit. And know that you are ultimately everything. What resonates with you, you don't want to get yourself stuck. You don't want to get yourself stuck. But anyways, wherever you go, you'll be fine as long as you keep owning your power and knowing that when you're ready to move, make those moves. Okay, don't feel stuck because, oh, I've signed up to this, or because I don't know. Because sometimes I think about initiations. Because I was into the Orishas for a minute. I never would have got initiated into anything. I was even like funny about doing readings for a long time, like, because I always had the energy of people reading me, or like there was always something about readings and I never understood what that even meant. It wasn't termed readings to me at the time, but I just thought to myself, no one needs to tell me about me. I know about me, but then I only knew my surface self and very deluded energies of myself, really, not even the core. So be mindful of where you go and how you go about it, because you don't want to feel like you're stuck anywhere, and know that you're never stuck. If anything, you can always pull yourself out by owning your power and tuning into your divine guidance, and they will tell you where you need to go, where you don't need to go, when you need to stop, when you need to go. All right. And for your physical self, you have death. Okay. A need for a transformation in your physical life within yourself. Okay. A need for a change, transmutation. Okay. And I know that in the Western astrology, or the tropical astrology, excuse me, drinking a water just then. It is said that Pluto is in Capricorn, and again, if you subscribe to that, then it can work out for you. But know that Pluto is that planet of transformation and rebirthing and renewal, and it is the Scorpio rule, and this card death represents Scorpio. And yes, you are needing to transmute shit. I'm thinking about your coming to mind is your health, your physical health, your physical body. You need to look about your diet, how you're eating, what you're putting into your body. Is it working for you? Has it been serving you? Have you been getting nudges that maybe it's time for a change, doing something different? If so, don't be afraid to make that move. Because when I think about Scorpio, I think about fears as well. Don't be afraid to make any moves that you know is good for you, that you need to change. Especially when it comes to change. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scaredy cat of change. Change is imminent. Change is the only thing that is consistent in life. Okay, change is good. My daughter's been like just copying me the readings, and she keeps talking about changes or no. Don't. She did one thing and said, if you need to go, go, go. It's cracking me up. But yeah, definitely change. Like, don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to switch it up. Okay. No one's holding yourself. No one's holding you except you. Okay. Death of the old to bring in the new, shiny, fresh. Ooh. You know, that's a right minute. Okay, for your emotions, you have the King of Wands. Emotionally, that's so funny when it becomes like this, because it's like your emotions, you got emotional, like you emotional about your spirit life, and your spirit life, your in your emotional life, you're kind of moving spiritually. What does this mean? Okay, let's break it down. Emotionally, you're thinking about your passions, your drives. You want to move actively, but there's a slight halt. You just kind of this stance that the King of Wands has right here. It's like he's moving forward. He's there. Like I want to go, but let me just rest for a minute. Don't rest on your laurels, though. Okay. Keep balance, and if it seems good for you, if it seems good for you, tune into your highest guide and be sure that it is good for you, and then move with it. Okay. Know when to hold, know when to fold, but check yourself. Always, like, if you're feeling perplexed about anything, tune into your highest guides and make sure they're in the right alignment. But always, we say here, go ground yourself, go sit in some sand. Sitting, I don't usually talk about sand, it's more about grasslands. Sitting, okay, some might do sand better, but plant your feet in grasslands and sit by a tree, hug a tree, talk to the trees, go by the waters, lake, rivers, canals, beaches. Weep it out if you need to, release and just woosah, whichever way you know how. Okay? Talk to the elements. They are listening. Okay? Make your own rituals with them. You know, there's one thing I used to do. I used to say, if I'm when I'm asking a question, I'm talking to the trees, and if it blows left, then that means yes. If it blows right, then that means no. Like, try something out like that. Okay, and keep your emotions balanced. Don't just move with your emotion. This is it. You just run in. When you're feeling something, you just go for it. But is it logical? Does it make sense? Is it just? Is it right? Is what you should ask yourself before moving. And besides those questions, go back and ask your inner guidance. I make this move. Should I go on this? Should I move with this? Okay. Because for what you need to create, funny enough, you have the King of Swords or the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is very fast moving, which I say funny enough, but hold on a minute. Okay, so with yourself again, you're having to make this change, this transition, this rebirth. Okay, and then the King of Wands is actually looking at the Death cards. So you're looking at emotionally, you're thinking, should I be changing? Should I make this move? Yes, you should. This one, yes, you should. And you know what? And then you have, for what you need to create is like momentum to make this change. Momentum to make this change. Because this change is going to be good for you. Okay, it is time of rebirth. It's time of renewal. It's time to let go of the past and bring in a new. Okay, so then you can come into your abundance and plant your mental and your emotional, your yin and your yang. That duality, we need them both to be able to move forward in the best steed. For your family foundation, you have here the Knight of Swords. You have a lot of knights here. Oh, I saw some of the cards. Hold on. So for the Knight of, you have the Knight of Wands here for your family foundation. You're galloping into your passions and your spirit understanding when it comes to your family, and that's That's good. Okay, and this is about that change that you're doing, because I feel like before you were, excuse me, galloping and just moving with your inner standings, more of this stuff. But now you're moving more from here, okay, from your heart chakra. That heart energy just is needing to be balanced on, because you know what it is to work logically, to work mentally, but now you're being asked to work with your heart as well when it comes to what the family needs and what the family needs of you. Okay, but you also have to remember, do not feel like you have to do everything for the family, because every individual in that family has their own calling, has their own contract for this life, and has their own role to play within this family. And it's not up to you to fulfill anybody else's purpose other than your own. So if you're not fulfilling your purpose, if you're not feeling of high vibration when it comes to your family, then you need to pull back. Okay, the Knight of Wands is very, very passionate. Just like I said, gallops. Doesn't even stride. Doesn't just do little. You just go boom, right, right in there, and you have to be mindful of that. Like, you can't be the saving knight for your family if you're not being that saving knight for yourself first, and not checking for what you need first. So what needs to change? You have the star, and the star again is a major arcana. It's a universe telling you that you are a star. You need to stop thinking that you're less than. You need to know that you're a unique part of this universal spiral, and your gifts, your talents, your purpose is needed to be, it needs to be fulfilled so we can keep spiraling. Okay. I feel like that's it. Don't feel like you're mediocre, like you ain't shit. You're the shit. Every I said this to Libra earlier today as well. Every single one of us are the shit. We all have a purpose. We all have a path to play, and only we can play that part. So be on your square, stay on your square. Know that you are valued. Know that you are here to do works by healing yourself, being the best that you can be, best that you came here to be, and not settling, not being mediocre, but being grand, being grandiose, because that is what you are. You're a star and you're here to emanate your light. Okay? Deal with your dark. Understand your dark. Balance them. The yin and the yang, the light and the dark. Because you are guided. Okay? Tune into your intuitive guidance. It's there for you always. It's only we that block it because we don't believe in it or we don't know it. But once you get the cues, when someone says to you, when someone knocks on your door, answer it. Now that you know you are guided and you are divinely guided, and yet sometimes we go through some dark shit. Sometimes we move from from a misaligned ego. But that's okay. We learn. We go through different phases and stages. Be the best you came to be. Yeah, I'm getting this message because sometimes you feel like, okay, so why doesn't that person know that I've changed now? Because that time has passed. Learn the lessons from that situation. Doesn't mean you're going to get it back. Doesn't mean you can move better forward. Okay? But there's a blessing coming elsewhere. So for love, you have the Two of Cups. Okay? And me as a twin flame, whenever I see this cup, this card is a thing in it. This represents the twin union, the twin flame union, that direct complementary. What one doesn't have, the other has. What the other doesn't have, that other one has. And you are divinely guided. This is the Trinity right here. It's the yin and the yang, and then the holy universe. The Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit. What is that? That's uh, not, that's not right. Truth is, this the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit is the woman. Okay, there's what is it? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Woman. Because woman is holy, because woman is more attuned to the spirit realm. And remember, everything is spirit first and matter after. Doesn't mean that matter doesn't matter, because remember, we're here to balance both. So they both have to be worked with. They both have to be respected. They both have to be revered. And we just recently got a message, good thanks, Gangan Nagi, because she started a message that I got, because I keep getting this message about the 10 vibration. That is about you balancing your yin and your yang, your feminine and your masculine. And the twins have actually come in integration on the 5D, like an interlock integration, where there's no more separatedness. Because we have these moments we come in and we might be flirting a little bit in different dimensions, not always physically, but sometimes physically too. We come into different dimensions and we're flirting, we're good, we're on a good vibe, and then we fall apart again because this or that. And now we are in the 5D and we are interlocked, right? And we're staying there, and it's all about now doing the coming. So because remember, twin flame journey isn't a light one. Well, it is of the light, but it goes through many dark phases. Because you have to do a lot of healing. You come here with a lot of shit to clear up, okay? And especially in if you're from last lifetimes, in this lifetime, be it your family legacy, be it just like lessons that you have to learn, a lot of karma to deal with, a lot of self-worth to regain. Okay. So for love, you have this twin flame situation. Yes, I said it. And it's all about knowing thyself, loving thyself holistically, and being that unique higher self. Union to the reunion, even. Union. You must be loving thyself wholeheartedly, self holistically. That means your physical self as well as yourself. Okay. And then always striving to be your highest good by tuning into your highest divine guidance, your highest self, the highest self, because you have different bodies. That's beautiful. What you need to reflect on is the sun. You need to reflect on the joy of life, your childlike self, healing the inner child. That's one of the most important things as well, the YouTube flames, because a lot of us, we have like hard family upbringings that bring us a lot of lessons to learn. Okay. So be joyful. And now the sun is coming in. The sun. Let go of those silly conceptions that oh, I don't want to come on. The soul is life. I've got a clip. And your solar plexus. Regain your solar plexus inner standing, which is all about your willpower, your purpose, your innate. It's your soul. It's your reason for being. Okay, it's your higher wisdom, your higher intuitive guidance, your unique purpose, your power, your personal power, that masculine energy that helps you just go for it, move with it, drive, oomph, amp. But we have to heal the inner child that was told off more than too many times, or just abused, misused, left to the side, not listened to, all these things. Heal that. You're no longer that child, okay? You're no longer that child that was mistreated. Okay, but remember that child that was just free and knowing who they are, why they came to be, and play that out in your daily lives. And for business, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, this night keep coming up for a lot in businesses, and this is about you. The same message. Yes, it's about you realizing your power, balancing your emotions. Okay, so you can have, so that you don't have this halt, because right now business, there's a halt in business. Okay, it's like something wants to come in. Yeah, there's a journey you've been going through, and it's like there's been a stoppage, there's been a you know, a halt. And now for it to continue to come forward, you have to sort the wheat from the chef or chef. I don't know that term. I keep using terms and sometimes I don't even know how to pronounce the damn word. I don't know why. Spirits know so much, you know. Ugh. Anyways, we're in a Sagittarius moon soon. So that's what. But anyways, let me not go off. You have choices to make, time to take time to rebirth, to renew, to balance your yin and your yang, your mental and your heart, you know, your mental and your emotion, you know, realizing who you are, realizing truly who you are, that you're a star and that you're a twin and that you have healing to do to be able to get into union where you can be most happy. But before you get there, you have to realize and you have to love thyself, realize who you are, why you came to be, know that you have a special task, okay? And it all starts with love for self first before business can resume and continue on and be more grounded and more founded and bountiful abundantly. And for what you need to release, you have the moon and this imbalances in your emotions, okay? Imbalances in your emotion, you dwell in too much and just moving with what you're feeling and not aligning yourself, you know. The imbalances is what you need to release. Imbalances in your emotion, okay? Don't just be feeling things and just moving with that feeling. Take time. You have to be somewhat pragmatic about it, okay? It's about using both your head and your heart, not one over the other. And what you need to balance, this is like the card of lack. The card of lack. But I got a message about adventure for you. Balance the need to be adventurous. What? Oh, I guess this is a personal message. Capricorn, you know what's been said. It's balance the need to always be wanting to do things differently and stuff. Like somewhat you need to pull on your energy, your natural energy of just being more stable and grounded. You need to be more stable and grounded right now. Okay? Because in your physical world, your adventurous side has got you feeling like you haven't got enough. Like all the things that you see outside of yourself is making you feel like, oh, but I want that, and that. Why don't I have that when I come back home? Like, don't do that. This lackluster that's coming to mind. Don't do that. You're bountiful, you're abundant, and you don't have to be like anybody else. You're not like anybody else. You are uniquely you. What somebody else's has might not be for you, but as long as you can realize it, you've realized it in another. That means you can have it for yourself. If it's in divine ordinance, sometimes you get it and you realize it's not really for you. But check if it's in divine ordinance. Check if it's really divinely for you. Check if you're seeing it and wanting it for your misaligned ego or aligned ego before you move and try and manifest that. Because it's in your power too. Okay. So I'm going to go and clarify the spirit message, which is the 7 of Cups with these cards doing here. The Wisdom of the Hidden Realm by Colette Baron Reid. Okay. Okay. Who did we get this for recently? We got the Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. Let me read it for you. Hold on. Ally or Challenger? Challenger, you have the Lady of Lightning. Okay, and it reads unpleasant news, an unexpected shock, or an overall sense of powerlessness are the aspects you may experience when the Lady of Lightning appears as your challenger. This is A time when you may be forced to make a change you don't want to make. A situation may suddenly turn in a different direction than you'd hoped it would. This is a sign of difficulty and unwanted surprises, but consider the idea of a thunderstorm and how beautiful and charged with electricity the world is after it passes. It will always pass because that is the nature of the storm. Your difficulties will too, as that is the way of things as well. In the realm of the Lady of Lightning, it is prudent to engage the law of non resistance. Relax and wait out the storm in the shelter of your faith and goodwill, trusting that all will be well, even if it doesn't seem like it in the moment. Wonderful new life has an opportunity to grow when the storm passes. The Lady of Lightning would much prefer to be your ally anyway. Okay, with all these choices that you have here, like you're being asked to just take a minute before you go and leap into this new ventures, into this new spiritual understanding, and take a minute, let things cool, even in your heart and your mind. Okay, in your heart and your emotions, like in your feelings, let it cool, let it simmer down, like yeah, let it simmer down before you make the move, before you feel like rushed or hushed to do so. There's no rush. Okay, this is spirit. There's no time. There's no time frame. Okay, just be sure that you're diligently working at what you need to work on to be sure that you ain't missing any boats. But really, truly, there is no time. There's no time frame, but there is phases and stages. Okay, so as long as you're always aligning yourself to your higher self, you get the right cues. Okay, things are not going to be as you expected them to be if you just jump and run and just pick a random choice. I'm doing a lot of this by myself. Yeah, because there's a lot to choose from. 7 whole choices. And they're not going to be what you expect them to be just from looking at it outside. You have to always deal it properly, go into something before you can realize what it actually is. And there's no need for you to rush into anything. Okay? Take time. These emotional confusion and conflictions will subside. Tune into your higher self again. Take time to ground yourself. Stay fluid, drink plenty of water. And ask by praying the divine guidance, what is the next move for me? Where should I be going? Can you call on your divine guidance, your guardian angels? Because we are all born with some. Everybody at least one. Okay? Take time to tune in to your divine guidance, your higher guidance. Because we are all guided. That our spirit sometimes can be warped and can be taking us off our natural path, because sometimes we get like these non-conducive attachments that just don't really want to see us thrive, don't want to see us be our highest good. So we have to be mindful of that. So by staying grounded, by being fluid, giving thanks for all that you have, all that you've gone through, it will help you get to where you need to go to. Okay, I'm going to clarify each card now. Okay. You have cooperation, power, acceptance, Archangel Samuel, purpose, forgiveness, light, gratitude, Archangel Michael, joy, discernment, and beauty. Underneath the deck you have wisdom. Okay, and wisdom says, I listen to my wisdom, all the experiences that you've had. And wisdom is intuitive guidance, divine guidance that comes through. And actually, you can't read this. That comes through, that's important for you to take in. And the first sentence says, knowledge is learnt, but wisdom is the divine prompting within you. The knowledge is learnt, but wisdom is gained through your innate being. Because remember, we are all one. So everything we've already experienced is some facet. Okay? It just takes time for you to go within. Sometimes it takes someone knocking on the door for you to be like, oh, wait, deja vu? Yeah, because everything is everything. No, give thanks, Lauren Hill. Love that song. You have the wisdom and the guidance is all there for you. You have to just take time to heed it. Okay, so for your spirit message with the seven of cups, many changes and the needing to take time before you make many change. Well, the needed for change and the choices that you have. You have here cooperation, and as I said, you have to cooperate with your innate guides. Okay, ask your guidance for what the next move is. The affirmation is I cooperate with everyone. Okay, cooperate with your everyone's around you, the intangible everyone's around you. Right? Look inside, go within, ask for your divine guidance to help you suss this shit out. And for your physical self, with the transformation that's needed, okay, you have power. And it says, I am serene, powerful, and confident. Right? And Scorpio is synonymous with power. And again, this death card represents Scorpio. And we're talking about Pluto needing to rebirth and renewal. And also Scorpio is synonymous with the phoenix that rises from the ashes, deliberately burns itself or, kills itself to come up again. And every time it comes up, it's stronger than ever. Okay, that's powerful. Killing off your old self to bring yourself back up stronger than before. That is powerful. That oozes confidence. That is what you need to embody. You don't have to be afraid of the heys and she said, he said, oh, but I thought you was about this. Well, you're not about that no more. How you just switch up on us like this? Like, forget that. That's not important. Leave them there to the old. They're gonna change soon enough. They're probably going to be inspired by your change. Do what you have to do, okay? In serenity. In serenity, give thanks for all that you have and take time again. Always go inside, go introspective and ask by praying and meditate by being still, being in stillness. And being stillness doesn't mean you have to be still. Washing the dishes, walking, that's a stillness. If you're not having got a lot of music and distractions around, and even within distractions, you have to be able to center yourself and be still. It's a great practice. It sells into the Buddhism for a minute. Yeah, and I mean I understand this having many choices of spiritual understandings because I've gone through a few myself. Okay, all the Christianity stuff, the Catholic, the Jehovah Witness, yeah, those are all family things. And when I was younger, I used to always want to go to church and go to my friends' churches and like coerce my little cousin to come church with me. And then when I got into myself, I went through Buddhism and I was kind of checking Sufism and Rastafarian, I don't say ism, and then Yoruba, not Yoruba, Ifa, and Commission, and then and then again everything is everything because in every part of that is what I am right now. Okay, they all showed me the lessons I needed. And even today, I still delve into other things like Ayurvedic. And yeah, it's not a thing. Everything is one. Every religion, every organized spiritual group takes from the wholeness of that, what is spirit. And remember, we are spirit first and matter after. So there's everything is everything. I'm gonna get my words today. Everything is everything. G. So as long as you don't feel like you're stuck in anything, then you'll be all right. As long as you know how to extract yourself, if anything, once you've got the lesson that you feel you needed, and once anything comes up at you, that you're like, wait a minute. But just be sure not to get yourself too, because I know with the IFA, like there's a lot of, like I said, the initiations and stuff. Sometimes you can really go deep in these things, and then it's hard to kind of pull yourself out. And I've known a few people that are in it, and I've been in it, and I've been initiated into many things, and they always say that they're not really, like, they wish they didn't. Because like with that, the deities as well, know that every deity that you resonate with resides within you. That's why I said everything, every religious or spiritual group, it's already in you. That's why you resonate with it in the first place. But know that it's about you owning your power, knowing that you can bring it out of you as well. Okay. So for your emotions with the King of Wands, okay, that wanting to change, you're looking at you wanting to make that change, you want to rebirth, you want to understand the new spirit realm, you want to understand a new spirit way of being. You have acceptance, and it's like accept myself and others. Yes. Excuse me, it took a while to come out. Oh my god. All this yeah, because you know what? When the body camera wasn't working, I decided to go and have a big heavy meal, and now that's just hasn't fully gone down. Excuse me. Okay, so accept that you want to change and go with that change. But remember, with this King of One messages, we got that you were just moving too fast with your feelings. But again, when we looked at it, there's also a sense of you wanting to move towards this rebirth and renewal, and that is a good thing. But remember, where where you have all these choices spiritually, don't rush into that. Okay, it's a twofold message here. So yes, go towards the changes, the rebirth, but don't rush into anything set or concrete. Okay, accept that you are ready for this change, but accept also that you can't be rushing. Okay, so what you need to create, okay, you have here the Knight of Swords that again wanted to go towards the changes and moving quite fast with it. And this is what you need to create more forthrightedness when it comes to you moving towards these changes. But then again, it's not about rushing, and it's not about just moving what you feel with straight away. It's about balancing, and these two come in side by side for that reason. That is the message for you to balance the head and the heart. Okay, and the clarification is Archangel Shamiel talks about unconditional love. Okay, and it says my heart is filled with the flame of love, and it's about it says love has no restriction, accepts all people as they are, nor does it judge. Like, don't stress yourself about anything. Okay, just take your time. As long as you take your time, it will be much easier for you to, you know, envelop and fold and just digest it all. Yes, you want this new change, and new change is good, but don't rush into anything. Okay, be ready, stay diligent. There's no need to rush. Okay, always go within. Know that the power resides within always. How can I be at 43 minutes already? Okay. And for your family foundation, you have this Knight of Wands. You wanted to gallop and just run head first for your family. You have to remember your purpose, okay? And the affirmation is, I am strong and determined. Like, stay strong and determined within your purpose. And it's not always about fulfilling things for people outside of yourself. It's about doing for you first. And I know, Capricorn, you have this tendency to sometimes go this way with business and then that way with family. You have to always remember balance them both, and remember your purpose is key. Your purpose is unique to you, and you and you alone can fulfill that. Be sure that you're also always, you know, checking for your family, but also being on your purpose. Okay, it's important. Balance, balance, balance. Balance is key. And for what you need to change, you have the star card. You not realizing your power, you not realizing that you are divinely guided, that you are a star. Okay, and you have forgiveness, and the affirmation is, I forgive myself and others, I am free. Okay, forgive and release those old pent-up ideologies that were ingrained. Okay, whether directly with you, from you, or others, forgive and release that. Okay, don't let that hang you up no more. Realize who you are, who you truly are, and move with that. Okay, forgive and release anything else You are moved. This is what the rebirth and the transformation and the death of the old is all about. You leaving that to pass and coming up fresh and new, brand new, shining bright, you know. And for love, for the two of cups, a divine union, you have light. It says, I am light. You are an angel. You are an angelic being. Twin flames are, they're part angelic. Okay. And you have to remember to do your light work by checking yourself first and being sure that you're aligned with your higher self, and you're not moving from an misaligned ego, and you're not moving with just dark. You use dark when necessary, but the light is the way forward. To shine the light, you're here to shine a light, which is the message really truly for you, is you're here to shine the light, okay, within your union. But before you get into your reunion, you have to check yourself, build up yourself by loving thyself, knowing thyself holistically, and being and striving always to be your unique highest self. And what you need to reflect on, you have the sun, reflect on life, that your life is a celebration, okay? That you bring joy, and you are the sun, you are soul, you have a soul purpose, and your inner child needs healing, okay? And you have here gratitude as affirmation. It says, I am grateful for everything in my life. Yes, like even the stuff that you need healing from, like give thanks for that, because that's an experience that you needed so you can move forward, so you can be who you are today, okay? And then you can be more than you are now. Okay, so give thanks for all the experience that you have, the good, bad, and indifferent. That's wisdom right there. The knowledge that you've experienced, or the knowledge that you have gained through your experiences, and then having the wisdom to know that it was all good. It was all serving a purpose. It was all for a reason, a season, and a blessing. Okay? Give thanks. And for your business, with Knight of Pentacles, the hold up that you're having because of the imbalances. Okay, you have Archangel Michael, and it says, I am strong and protected by Archangel Michael. Like, this is what it is. You have to remember, even with the way you're trying to go spiritually, we're not sure with so many different options. Like, you're protected. As long as you stay strong and firm within yourself, wherever you go is going to be fine, because you don't have to put yourself into anything, and you feel you feel it in your body when something's not right. Okay, listen to that. And know that with your mental and emotional blocks, call on Archangel Michael to help you sever those ties, detach from things, people, and situations that is non-conducive to you, is not really serving you, is not going to propel you, okay? So then you can move more steadily into your business. Because remember, we halt our abundance, we halt all our blessings, because we are blocking ourselves some way, somehow, or allowing ourselves to be blocked some way, somehow, mostly always because we're relinquishing our power. We're not owning our own personal power. Okay, so own your personal power. Know that you are strong and protected, and all the doors that are for you will be open to you. And for what you need to release the imbalances, again, the moon, the waters in you, that's just like lopsided, too much of this here and then too much of that there. Like, you have joy, and affirmations, I find joy in everything. Take more time to be joyful. Go out and do some stuff, dance, like be creative, find laughter in things, and that will help you balance out your emotions. Because most time when you're deep in your emotions, it's always like a sadness, a depression, and if you're balanced, your emotion will keep you light, will help you get to see more light around and be of the light. So be more joyful. Go dance, go sing, go skating, go roll up. Do something that makes you just feel young, free-hearted, free-spirited, and don't do too much of the dwelling. Don't stay indoors all the time. Go out into nature. Give thanks for all the elements. Go and visit every element that you can. Make a fire. Give thanks for the air that you breathe. Take time to actually really do correct breathing. I'm finding struggling right now. Because I keep feeling this, and this is you. You need to take time and find out what it is. What does it actually mean to breathe correctly? In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. With that correct breathing, you let a lot more oxygen and get to your brain, and your brain feels lighter. It's a euphoric feeling even, and it helps you balance your emotions as well, not giving you too much head fucks and not giving you too much heartache or heaviness of the heart. Like breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay. And for what you need to balance this lackluster feeling, like, oh, I want this, I want that, I want it all. Like, you can't have it all. You can have what's right for you. Check what is really in alignment for you, and move with that. And well, there you go. And the affirmation is, sorry, the card is discernment. Okay. And the affirmation is, I trust my intuition. Okay. And you know, your intuition is not, it's like, that's your ego telling you that you have to have that, and you have to have this, and you have to have what she has, what he has, what they have. Like, no, look inside and you know what's really good for you. Okay, take time to even nurture your intuition and get to know your intuition so you can really move like you know, rather than just move anyhow. Okay, let me give you a message for love. Okay, let go of control issues, getting to know each other, and healing family issues. Yeah, because I felt that family thing, and that galloping into family and realizing that you need to fulfill your purpose first and foremost is important. And yes, like, also we at Twin Flame, we are clearing up. We are here to clear up our family legacy. Whatever family we came into, we were born into, we're here to clear up the ish, clear up all the non-conducivity that the family has been brewing all these lifetimes. Okay, so you have to be up and ready to do so, and you have to let go of control issues. Stop trying to, like, make things work and pan out the way you think it needs to. Let divine timing flow. So I'm looking at myself on the screen like, let divine time flow. Stop trying to control and harness everything. Let things be free. You are free spirit, and you have to allow everybody else to be free spirited too. And getting to know each other in regards to love, that is that twin flame dynamic that you have going right here. By first checking yourself, and getting to know who you are. Again, knowing thyself means physically and psychologically, and then striving always to be your highest self, knowing when to kick that devil off your shoulder, and pat the the angel on the side. Okay. And for your summer solstice or winter solstice message, which is the season coming in, your seasonal message is, my oh my, okay. I think this one is covered as well. Chrysocolla and emerald. We had emerald earlier with Libra. And Chrysocolla. Let's read that one first. Okay. Chrysocolla reads vulnerability, and it rules the sacral chakra and its element of water. And if you're going to do a grid, you can use 8 points. Okay, Chrysocolla travels on the blue ray of communication, encouraging deep and heartfelt expression. It supports honesty in feelings and will support release of any tension in the throat chakra. The Chrysocolla has a strong presence and asks us to express our vulnerability and sensitivity here on this earth. It puts us in touch with profound feminine qualities in ourselves. When this force is when this force is embraced, we live connected to a powerful inner source of creativity and beauty, and can express it in the world. Integrating our inner feminine and masculine power will play an increasingly important part in the development of humanity. Ultimately, we are on the way to merging these inner male and female qualities here, where we are more complete in ourselves. What? That's an amazing message right there, because I was just talking about that. I saw a reading about that. I just typed about that. And I have Chrysocolla as well. And that's a very, my daughter always questioned that one as well. Wow. It's about, and in your spread spoke about it too, it's about you balancing the yin and the yang, you know, knowing that we need both to move forward, and checking how your passions and your emotions are moving you. Okay. Because spiritually, you have that Seven of Cups, that is that water energy. 26 is the infinite eight. Being vulnerable, being receptive. Being vulnerable is a strength, is a strong quality. When you can be open, it's a courageous quality. As one of my cards said, and I agree totally. Shall I read that again for you? Okay, Crystal Caller travels on the blue ray of communication, communicating clearly. I know that Earth, not Earth sign, but Capricorn, you tend to you're not always that communicative. Okay, you are quite receptive anyways, and you are very diligent and disciplined about what you're going about, but you don't always take time to communicate. And that was okay, of course, depends on all the other placements that you have in your birth chart, because most Capricorns are not just Capricorns throughout. But yeah, communication is very important. And the blue chakra and any blue stone usually resonates with your with communication. And again, I'm feeling this not being able to express myself fully because I'm not dealing with my breath very well. And that's all your energy right now that I'm picking up. Crystal Caller travels in the blue ray of communication, encouraging deep and heartfelt expression. It supports honesty in feelings and will support release of any tension in your throat chakra. Crystal Caller has a strong presence and asks us to express our vulnerability and sensitivity here on earth. Okay? It puts us in touch with the profound feminine qualities in ourselves. When this force is embraced, we live connected to a powerful inner source of creativity, the abundance. And you know, I forgot to mention that with the clarification for the Empress is beauty, and I'm gonna get back to that. When this force is embraced, we live connected to a powerful inner source of creativity and beauty. And beauty, I didn't read that. A source of creativity and beauty, and can express it in the world. Integrating our inner feminine and masculine power will play an increasingly important part in the development of humanity. Ultimately, we are on the way to merging these inner male and female qualities where we are more complete in ourselves. And that's why we always talk about on this channel, we have to really deal with ourselves first and foremost. Once we are healed, then we can heal the world, because we can get into more sturdier relationships, communicate better, because communication is a thing for a lot of us, you know, and being in the right steed to be able to be the best person we want to be to others around us. Okay, that takes us having to integrate ourselves, knowing when to be receptive and knowing when to be forthright. That means knowing when to be feminine and knowing when to be masculine, knowing that we have both feminine and masculine no matter what our vessel is. Whether you have breast or not, you have both male and female energies within you. Okay, and you have to integrate them both. And you being more feminine as a male body doesn't mean you are gay, doesn't mean you are less than masculine. Okay, because it's about you knowing to choose and use both whenever, however is necessary. Okay, and that's one of our things as twin flames that we come in to bring to this planet, to this plane, the balance between yin and yang. And that's why a lot of us do interchange between yin and yang within us. And that's why a lot of us are, you know, predominantly, we might be in a body of feminine but have a lot of masculine energy. And our partner will be the reverse of that. And likewise, I can be predominantly masculine energy and a female form, but tomorrow I'm masculine, and tomorrow, the day after, I am feminine energy, you know? Just being able to move with those and understand them both and know when to pull, and because that's where the magic is, when we know our tools and access them when we need them, not just because it just happens sporadically, spontaneously. Okay, thanks. Okay, and again, the overall energy you have is the Empress. No, I'm not going to read Emerald. Emerald's about the heart chakra. It's about you loving yourself first and knowing that, there you go, loving thyself first. loving ourselves first. Okay, that's what the main message for Emerald is. And it's a 30, it's a free energy, it's a creativity again, and this is also a free energy. Abundance, loving thyself first, being receptive, being nurturing. Excuse me. And again, we need to integrate both the masculine and the feminine. And the affirmation is, I recognize my beauty and that of others. Yes, the beauty that resides within, not the physical beauty, not the aesthetic beauty, but the beauty that resides within is what's most important. When you see the beauty shining in someone because they're glowing, because they're beautiful inside, when you see just their parts, or their hair fleeky, or their beauty's banging, or they got some whatever, that's mediocre, it's trivial, it's not sustainable. Okay, true beauty resides within. M. Dos Santos, which I used to be called, aka, had a great quote. Had a great quote. I'm integrating her as well. Actually, let's go. We had a great quote. Is beauty exudes from within. Okay, I wanted to leave it there, but I've got some cards that I've been developing that I want to pull into the readings these days. So let me just get I see a card here for you already. Your essence is divine. Bask in your uniqueness. Okay, no trying to, yeah, that reminded me of that spirit message. You cooperating with your divine guidance and letting that be the new religion for you, not following any set. And you have karmic soulmate, which you need to release. Okay, where there's lessons to be learned, and that could be your family, that could be your friends, that could be a lover. It might not even be someone that's in your life right now, but those energies still may be lingering. And you have commune, always, clarify often, and travel frequently. That's that communication. That's that throat chakra energy as well. Commune, always, clarify often, and travel frequently. Don't stay stuck in any way, shape, or form. Always communicate. And make sure you're being clear and honest about it, and clarify whenever need be. Okay, your desires, needs, and wants can all be met. Okay, be sure that your desires and needs and wants, or your desires and wants, are all in your highest vibration, and then your needs will follow. You know what I mean? Your wants will follow. And you got soul urges, love, joy, creativity, and expansion in every moment as you fulfill your purpose. This is what you need to keep in mind. This is what you need to keep in mind. That your soul wants love and joy. That's what you need that's what you need, joy, to help you balance your emotions. Okay? And love, unconditional love for thyself first. Creativity, creating things, because you are a unique being. You came here to fulfill purposes, and that means creating a whole new paradigm within your paradigms. Okay? And expanding, not staying stuck in a box, not just going with what's already been said, but growing your wings, open up your wings, okay, in every moment. All right? And remember that ye are gods. Remember that you are God. Give thanks, Capricorn. Have a blessed one. Much love. Ciao.